Now viewers, all focus on the developments that are happening in Manipur, where protests have escalated in the Manipur as angry demonstrators have attempted to storm the residence of Chief Minister N. Singh in Hingang, Imphal East. Security personnel thwarted the mob, maintaining a 5-meter perimeter around the Chief Minister's house. The unrest saw irate mobs targeting properties of several public representatives, including the ministers and MLAs. The Manipur police has stated that tear gas was used to disperse the protesters. Security forces, including the army and the Assam Rifles, conducted the flag marches in Imphal, bolstering the town's security. Now, in the breaking developments that we are tracking very closely, police has reported that the arrest of 23 individuals involved in the ransacking and arson in Imphal East and Imphal West and Bishnupur districts. The authorities have recovered a 32 pistol, 7 SBBL rounds and 8 mobile phones from those who have been arrested. All right, viewers, joining me right now on the broadcast live is my colleague Nibir Deka. Nibir, the arrests have been made. The authorities have recovered huge cache of arms and ammunition, while 23 have been arrested. As in the latest that we're tracking is that the Chief Minister's house and residence has also been attacked. What is the latest that's ongoing in this present situation?
Well, as the news broke out that the 6 bodies have been recovered near a river in Assam-Manipur border, the situation in Manipur got really tense. These 6 bodies are suspected of the 6 individuals who were abducted 3 days prior to yesterday. And as such, there was visible anger among the public. And that is the reason we saw demonstrations of the most highest order on the streets of Imphal, wherein angry mob came out on the streets and they demonstrated, led to the security forces being deployed and to control the situation. But the very interesting thing in the protest, which was never earlier, was how the mob had gherraud not just the Chief Minister's residence, but also the residence of several other public representatives. Angst, they have yesterday shown it by going to the MLA or the local MLA or the local leader's house. Further, there has been an ultimatum issued by organizations to act. There is indefinite sit-down protest being also announced by the COCOMI. This is an APEC civil society organization representing the valley bodies, and these developments shows you how Manipur is now going back to square one. Last year we saw similar protest when the violence escalated during the month of May 2023, and right now we are seeing similar protests again happening in the state of Manipur. And this escalation comes after the Jiribam incident where we saw how first women had died, charred to death when houses were set ablaze, and later 10 armed militants were killed, and further 6 from the Meitei community were abducted. 3 among them were kids. Yesterday we got to know how these bodies have been recovered, suspected to those 6 individuals, and this has brought back Manipur back to the original situation wherein we are seeing violent protestism and also it's carrying their parts or ministers. Back to you.
All right, Nibir, thank you for adding these details, where in the fresh escalation we are tracking the very latest very closely. Now, Major Muhammad Ali Shah joins me live on the broadcast. Very good morning. I appreciate you joining me live on the broadcast, Mr. Shah. What is happening in Manipur is of complete shock at this point of time, where there is complete utter chaos and unrest. But now in the latest, what we can understand that it's the Union Home Ministry which has also issued a statement. Yesterday, the statement said that the security scenario in Manipur has remained fragile for the past few days, and the armed miscreants from both the communities in conflict have been indulging in violence, leading to the unfortunate loss of lives and disruption in public order. The ministry assured that the action will be taken against anyone trying to indulge in violent and disruptive activities, and also said that the cases have been handed over to the NIA for the effective investigation. But how much of it is practically possible to be conducted on the soil in Manipur? Because given the circumstances, the developments are very sensitive at this point of time. How vigilant and calm does the people have to be in a crisis of a situation like this?
Simran, people have to be very calm, they have very composed, and in a situation like this, there's no doubt about that. The people's anger, it is no, one should not take law in their hands, there's no excuse to that, but people's anger, I would say, is justified to a certain extent, which does not mean that they'll go on doing arson. They can represent peacefully as well, they can ask, but then their pleas have obviously gone on deaf ears. I urge the powers to listen to the people of Manipur, be it Meitei or be it Kuki, and take it extremely seriously. I think the nation's first priority is to settle down things in Manipur, to calm down the anger in Manipur, is to douse the fire in Manipur, and that should be the responsibility of every single citizen, whether you belong to Manipur or not, whether you've been to Manipur or not, whether you are familiar with Manipur or not. I think it's responsibility of every single Indian, because Manipur is a state which has contributed such a great deal on nation building. We don't even have, we have not just about the prominent faces that we know of, Mirabai Chanu, Mary Kom, Ratan Thyam. There are various other unsung heroes of Manipur who have contributed a great deal towards nation building. Just last year, before the violence broke out, we had an international polo tournament over there where my friends participated. There was a Femina Miss India held in Manipur, which was earlier held only in metros in Bombay or Delhi or Bangalore, such cities. Now, the Indian ambassador to Lebanon is from Manipur. He is Sheikh Rahman Saab, he's a Bengal. Indian Army's contingent, which was Manipur, because Lebanon is in news. Indian Army's contingent is in Manipur, is in Lebanon, which consists of people from Manipur of all tribes. They are Meiteis also, Kukis also, they are Nai also, they are working shoulder to shoulder to get world peace. So I see no reason why people would neglect and ignore Manipur. Manipur has bled enough, and it's about time we douse the fire. Otherwise, what will happen, I'll tell you, Simran, we have allowed, I would say, I would deliberately use the word we've allowed because we haven't paid enough emphasis. We have paid emphasis, no doubt about that, but obviously that emphasis is not enough. It hasn't been shown culminated into action. It hasn't culminated into results. And as Nibil Dikka said that, after reportedly the bodies of the 6 people, I would call it human beings. I'll not call it 3 ladies and 3 children. I'll say the bodies of 6 human beings was reportedly found in the river, and reportedly it was said that it is of the same missing 6. The anger went on more. Now it's come a time that they are Meitei group itself who are not very happy with the Chief Minister. The Meitei groups, even on the Kuki groups had lost faith in the Chief Minister. What's going to be the solution of it? I believe if you love someone, show it. You got to express your love. You cannot just love someone in your heart and say, I love so-and-so, those so-and-so are my children, they belong to me. You have to be very, very expressive over here. The wounds have gone so deep, I don't know, I don't understand. When will we see a patch-up between a Meitei and a Kuki? Someone, somewhere has got sinister designs. It could be abroad, it could be international powers, some other powers, we don't know where, which is making 2 brave brothers fight. And 2 brave, ferocious fighters. Both the brothers, the Meitei and Kukis are brave martial race. They are ferocious fighters. My bravest troops in the army, in the Assam Rifles that I commanded, were people from Northeast, were Nagas and from Manipur. They have soldiering in the blood. When I would go out for patrolling, I would keep my scouts, the ones ahead from Manipur or the Nagas, because they would smell danger straight away. They're so fierce in fighting. They're the best of friends and the worst of enemies. So if you make friends with a person from the northeast part of India, need not be from Manipur, need not be from Nagaland or Arunachal, anywhere. They'll stand by you through thick and thin. They'll give their life for you if you make friends with them. You take them, you be on the wrong side, you mess with them, oh God, there's going to be hell to pay. They don't spare people. So it is like that. And they're very, very cultured, principled, very hardworking, honest people, very hospitable people, very loving people, very simple people,
All right.
very delicate people. So I would urge them not to get carried away by news on social media and to verify news. Yes, Amrit.
All right, Major Mohammad Ali Shah. In fact, we heard these statements putting in perspective by you. I'll request you to kindly stay on with me on the broadcast as we